So come that way and then do their shots and then bring, yeah. That way you'll be walking or this way because the camera is right there. Okay, we're going live. You're going to just cue me?
So we need to put our phones on silent too, right?
Please.
And hide them.
Right. Because I never really need an excuse to have tequila. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Cocktails with Jill. Welcome for wherever you are in the world, right here on the Hot 105 Facebook page. This is our first show. Woohoo! And I got all my sisters with me. Because you can't, ladies, you can't drink alone, okay? No. Especially not on a Sunday night. So, so a lot of people who know me and have been to my house know that I love to entertain and, you know, I just like go all out whenever we're just, you know, having like pizza and sangria. So we came up with this idea at Hot 105. There's so many of us personalities on the air that, you know, we have interesting, fun things that we do in our lives, and we wanted to share them with you as well because apparently you kind of like our websites and our Facebook page. And so we wanted to bring some of the personalities to you and what we do behind the scenes and at home. And so I am first out of the gate with Cocktails with Jill because that's exactly what I do when I'm not on the air. And so I brought some of my good girlfriends with me and some of my good friends that you can't see in the back tonight's show. And so I hope that you will stick and stay with us. You'll get a cocktail. Our cocktail tonight, thanks to our dear friend Chocolate from the Candy Bar, you'll meet her in just a few, it's called a Single Ladies, is our cocktail tonight. Yes, all ladies, not just singles. Hello, somebody. Has to have a sip. I will tell you, it is tequila, thanks to our dear friends at Tierres Tequila. We're doing the Blanco in this cocktail. It also has cranberry, agave, blackberries, and basil, okay, or basil. All right, so cheers, ladies. Here's to good friends and prosperity.
Black girl magic.
And lots of black girl magic. Woohoo! Cheers to you at home. I hope you're having some kind of cocktail. Isn't it yummy?
It's really good. Yes, this is delicious.
It's good stuff. And Tierres is an organic tequila because we are concerned about our ecosystem and we are concerned about climate change in the world. And so they're a local company that distributes Tierres. So we want to thank them so much for being a part of our first show and providing us. We have both Añejo and Blanco, which we will be drinking in the next half hour. And so Chocolate, look at there. It's Chocolate from the Candy Bar with shots. So that gets every good conversation going.
I like to call it liquid lubricant.
Is a good shot. Okay, wait, is somebody over there can bring us some limes? So where's our maestro, Larry Witt is in the back somewhere. So we need some limes. Do we? Or we do limes on the next shot? Okay. All right. We grown. All right, ladies. Here's to good friends, good health, and prosperity in 2018. Yes. Salute. Yes, Lord. I know, right? Wait. Okay, that was a good one. Let's do a shot of the Añejo in the next break. I like that, though. It's smooth.
It is smooth.
Right? For a Blanco tequila. We'll do the Añejo next. Okay, so, you know, every good show starts with a 4-on-1. We have to, you know, kiki just a little bit. And I have to tell you that I fell in love with Rihanna all over again with Fenty Beauty. How many of you all have tried Fenty Beauty? Yes, Ingrid. I know. It's amazing. Okay, so those of you who don't know, the 411 is Miss Rihanna has a new line of cosmetics called Fenty Beauty. And in her first month, she made over $73 million.
That's amazing.
First month. Hello, somebody. Okay, you talk about money when you sleep.
Right.
And one of the main reasons why is I think that Rihanna took a page out of Clinique's book. And, hey, guy, you can attest to that, too, in that she went after the wide perspective of colors of women, just like all of us, right? I mean, all the way. I think she has like 30 different colors. And one of the top sellers is the foundation. And our makeup artist, where did she go? She was sharing with me, hey. Well, yeah, Rebecca St. Clair. Follow her on Instagram. Rebecca St. Clair, she did all of this. Did you say St. Lafleur? St. Pierre. It's already started. Rebecca St. Pierre. Please follow her on Instagram. But she was sharing with us that what she really liked about Fenty Beauty and what a lot of women like is the fact that it's just everyday makeup. It's not, you don't have to do the clown YouTube face painting in order to look cute when you leave the house. And I think one of the secrets to her success is that you can get this line from Amazon to JCPenney. So it's not just an exclusive line, like at Neiman Marcus or something like that. Yeah. No, I mean, you got your Target? Yes, it's at Target. I think she's at Target. I don't know, though. She might not want to be next to the... Anyway. Listen, Target, we love you. We love a good Target store. So the price point is, it's a decent price point. I think the foundation is $34. For those of you who are saying that is ridiculous.
I think all makeup is pretty expensive. I mean, I think it's about the quality, though. I would rather spend the money to support someone that looks like me versus another brand.
And a good brand that has been formulated, to look at different skin types. Yeah. So, okay, but Rihanna got a lot of shade. Can we put that picture up? Sakil, Rihanna got a lot of shade because she put up a fabulous picture on her Instagram this weekend of her in a pair of $1,300 socks. Yeah. They are literally.
I didn't know that existed. Did they come with
a man? No, they didn't come with a man or a car, nothing. $1,300 for the socks.
Do they make you walk by yourself?
No. Do they make the shoes not hurt? No, none of that. But they are Gucci crystal socks.
Oh, okay. So they're not practical to wear then?
Not at all. Not at all, ever.
She probably didn't buy them.
Well, of course she didn't. But I mean,
A smart woman wouldn't.
Right. But that's what, right. She cleared 70. That's a little treat. You cleared $75 million in a month. It's like, I can have some $1,300 socks.
That's a drop in the bucket.
It's a small thing. Right. But I guess we'll get that. Sakil, is she back there? Oh, there she is. Can we show them the socks? Oh, you did? Oh, we just can't see them. Oh, okay. First, right, because we're like waiting for them to come up on the monitor. It's like, okay, so you all saw the socks. Very good. Okay, moving on to Cardi B. Because she wear bloody shoes. Okay, so how do you all feel about Cardi B?
I don't personally like her music, but I do respect her story. We all love an underdog story. Whether she was a stripper or a drug dealer, I don't really care. It's a rag to riches story, and that I do celebrate. I really do. I think that gives a lot of inspiration to a population that wasn't really represented in socially. So I'm glad to see that she's inspired other people to chase their dreams, no matter what it may be. But I can't really relate to her music, but I do celebrate her story for sure.
I think the same thing. I love the fact that she's very authentic.
Yeah, like her because she's consistently herself.
Yeah, and she's really sharing, her rise, and you can really tell that she's excited and she's willing to share that, the highs and lows of that. And I love the fact that she was when she was in Vegas for the Mayweather fight, right? And she was on some party she was at with your new friend, Kenny Burns. Like, I saw your Instagram.
He didn't get the memo, but yeah, we're BFFs.
Oh, my goodness. But I love Kenny Burns.
He was amazing.
Shouts out to Kenny Burns, because we respect your hustle so much.
Yes, we do.
And so she was with him doing a party. And so she had on this dress that was like, it's spandex. No, it was plastic or latex or something. And she was like, don't even get it twisted. It's not Givenchy. It's $30 dress. You know, and so everybody's like, why is she wearing a $30 dress? And she was like, okay, because I can. You know, and I don't know why that we put that kind of pressure on, because just like we said, $1,300 socks at the same time. Right, she'll do Givenchy, just like A Guy will have on a $5,000 dress and some $20 shoes, and it'll be amazing. Because it really isn't. It's about the style. It's not so much, you know, about, okay, I can let you talk about that.
I mean, everything is confidence at the end of the day. You got to wear it. You got to be confident in what you wear. So if you look good, if you feel good, then you're going to make it happen. Everyone else will believe you around you, because it's what you make it. It ain't nothing else but that. So let me tell you about what I'm wearing real quick, right? I got this from a little boutique. Yeah, it's a little $100 dress, but then I got it with $1 find at the thrift shop. So it's just about layers and just making things look like more than they are. Quality over quantity.
Tell them the 3-piece rule.
Okay, so 3 pieces. That changed her life, though. So basically, the power of 3 is that my slogan with my styling studio is jeans and T-shirt would be too easy. So if you thought about it, you woke up, you have to go to the grocery store real quick, and you want to look good still. Jeans, T-shirt, but then what? That power of 3 will make all of the difference. So if you put on a jacket, a jean jacket, a little scarf, a necklace, or whatever makes you, then more people will believe that you got up and you tried. What you doing is going to the grocery store.
Did y'all think she was freestyling for a minute? I didn't know if it was a beatbox. Was it time to beatbox? I didn't know.
She had a whole flow going right there.
She got that whole flow. And listen, I'm telling you, because every time I leave the house now I think about the power of 3. And yesterday I was going to run to StarX. Shout out to StarX to his bake sale. Right, he was in this whole thing, and so I was just going to throw on something and put some glasses on and go over there, right? Something was like, don't do it. And A Guy's in my head, power of 3, what you got on? 1.5, put the rest of it on, right? I walk in the door, right? And so StarX is like, oh, Jill Tracy's here, our next judge. And I was like, oh, okay.
Because that's always when you see somebody, when you're like, let me just throw this on, go to the store, and then you're like, damn.
Exactly. What was that? There was a meme that you and I both put up once that said, always dress like you're going to run into your worst enemy. Yes. Yeah, think about that, right? When you leave
the ex-boyfriend,
And exactly, yeah, and thankfully, you do that. Okay. Thankfully, I did, because then I ended up, there's pictures, there's the whole thing. It was a good time. We ate a lot of cake, and I brought some of it here. Shouts out to our winners from yesterday. But yeah, that power of 3, and they can. She's got a show coming up, and where can they get in touch with you?
Right now, you can email me at aguy@designnationproductions.com. It's design with a Z, or you can follow me on Instagram at @IAM_. Wait for it. A Guy, AGUY. I'm not a man. I make babies. I had them. I believe you. So just go with me on it, all right? I'll catch y'all later. DM me.
I love that. A guy, not a man. I make babies. I love that. Okay, and so we got to talk about SZA. Most of you don't know that that's how the SZA. Right. She was on Saturday Night Live last night. Okay, that dress, Shaquille is showing you the dress, I guess, right now. Right? That dress killed. Oh, my goodness. It was like a deconstructed varsity jacket turned into a dress. Oh, it was so pimped out. So it was like the sleeve was off, and all of this down here was like what would have been the sleeve. You know how oh my God, if you didn't see it, you have to check it out on YouTube. But SZA has been out there for a while. She's kind of sizzling under, but now she's kind of risen to the top. And so she has a song right now that's hot called The Weekend. Most of you all know the song. You all know the song.
I'm nervous.
Okay, so right.
I'm nervous.
So the song basically is like you have him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I got him on the weekend. It got quiet.
It got quiet. On Monday.
So we're not calling it side piece anymore.
Okay, right. It's now it's the weekend.
The weekend.
And she's proud of that. Or her song.
Well, she's saying that, it's just the reality of the situation.
I'm the weekend.
Right. So, okay, so my question, of course, was, are you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or are you the weekend?
Now, you know what was interesting? Remember, the side piece could never have the weekend.
Exactly.
The side
right.
piece always got the week because the weekend had to be with
the family.
Family.
Right.
Okay.
So she flipped it.
Lunchtime.
Or the late night at work.
Yeah, so she
So
totally
that's a come up?
flipped it.
Is that what we're saying?
So the young girls are flipping it.
Oh, okay. The come up.
Wait a minute, did you?
Though, would you want to be the weekday lady, knowing that he's
No.
got a weekend?
No.
I got stuff to do during the week.
Which one I would want to be.
Well,
Right? I got stuff to do. I can't be bothered during the week.
I think the premise is that he wants to have fun on the weekend, and she's the fun. So that's the whole concept of the weekend. She's the fun. She's not the boring, the usual play.
Right. The weekend is not going to ask you about, did you put that money in the account so we can make sure that the light bill get paid?
Right,
That's
but
not,
I think that even we have to consider there's a lot of women who don't want a full-time man. They're totally okay with a part-time partner because they don't have time for a full-time partner. So, I mean, I see people all the time who are comfortable with being the weekend because they're focused on their career or they travel, and the part-time relationships are just what works for them.
That was always kind of like my dream, right? I swear to you, I'm no kidding. When I was growing up, I always
thought.
There are
a lot of therapists on this couch
over
here. We're listening. We are listening.
But wait a minute. Okay, so when I was growing up, I always thought that I wanted like a husband who I only saw like maybe once or twice a month. Right?
Wow. Not a week, but a month. Okay.
Right, and my college roommate over there is laughing. But you know, Tony, that's true.
A whole husband.
A whole husband.
Jill, let me say this. You know, we're using the term relationship very, very loosely. And I think what we really is what I call the lay date.
The lay date,
which is
that's better than Trump off.
Yeah, just a lay date.
Same thing,
which is basically
different title.
Give me a date, give me some dinner, give me some lunch, and I know we're gonna lay. Right. That's it. But when you say a relationship, now we're talking about a little bit more. So I think we need to just say what it is.
Okay, no, I want a husband. That is only around.
But that is a relationship. People relate. We are all in a relationship right now.
Right.
And I think we are really lying to ourselves when we don't realize that people have open relationships. Yeah. You don't know what you're dealing with. So, yeah, he's married, but him and his wife might have an agreement that once a month you get, what do they call it?
A pass. You get a pass. Right.
You get a hall pass. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Or you have that one person that if they show up in your life, you're allowed to go get it from. Or whatever. There's a lot of different kinds of relations. Monogamous is not the only one that's in existence these days.
Is there one person in your life that if he showed up, you would go to your significant other and say, okay, smash. Right, I need a hall pass for this one.
I have one immediately.
Okay. You have
like a celebrity or something like that?
No, I mean just somebody that, from your past or whatever.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
So.
Bought the T-shirt. Can we have another round of over here, Miss Chocolate?
But we have to acknowledge that she also says she's desperate.
Yeah. Okay. So listen.
She says that she's desperate. So even if we're just she's actually making some kind of commentary on the state of your mindset if you allow yourself to be quote unquote
the weekend.
Well, she said two things. She said he's selfish and she's desperate.
Right.
So we got to look at those two plays.
That's her commentary.
Yes.
I bet beg to say, in the song, you're right. She's saying she's desperate, but I think bringing back the power to women, we can say, I just want to have a lay date or a lay relationship. It doesn't have to be in desperation. It could be in choice.
I agree.
I agree.
It doesn't have to be desperate. And maybe he is selfish, but my power is that I set the rules. I say when, I say how, and I say this is what all I want.
But do you think that has translated to the younger generation? Or do you think that maybe because she felt that they're automatically going to think that I'm desperate anyway, so let me just go ahead and put it out there?
I think that's a simple way. I think it's simple. I think it's not really looking at the depth of our power and our abilities. You're right. I think she might have thrown that out because that's what people would say or think. But I think the ladies here, we are women of power, and we get to say when and how. And in that consciousness, I think is what we need to say, that sex is okay, sex is fine, but be conscious about your sex. Be aware about your sex. Be open to who you're going to be with, but do it as a decision and not as something you stumbled into. Let it not be an accident.
Right, I like that.
Fell on the floor and got pregnant.
I think that she's definitely speaking about the current generation, but I think she's just giving it a new title. Right. I think like every generation, there's been like a different name for a side piece. It was a side chick. It was, I think that, like. Yeah, the mistress, like the weekend
cleanup
girl.
woman.
Right. I think that there's always been different names for it throughout the decades, but I think she's kind of redefining it now. She's a younger generation that already is very much living that instant gratification life. So I think that she just really put a new name to it.
Well, the fact that she flipped it and took the weekend away from you.
Right, there you go.
I don't know about this because I got a thought. Oh,
what are you saying, Monthea?
Alexander O'Neill. He had it right. Remember Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. Yes.
That's my homegirl, too. I can't think of her name right now. Sherelle from Detroit. She's from Detroit. Okay, we need another round. Chocolate, we're going to do añejo this time. Okay, so listen, is anybody on in here on live so we can take questions from people that are on live with us? Thank you so much. See, Michelle is here. You know what? Ingrid not only is she fabulous, but she raised a fabulous child over there. So Michelle is going to go on the Hot 105 Facebook Live. So if you have questions or you want to holler at us and be like, if you are the weekend chick, or if you're Monday through Friday, hit us up and let us know. And
have some feelings over here, Jill, that she really needs to let out.
Dr. Tasha, you want to do a drive-by right now?
Yeah, let's do a drive-by right quick because I'm wondering, does casual sex have a timeline? Like, I know that we're saying we're so empowered and all of this, but at a certain point, and it's just, if you know that you're in a relationship that is just casual sex and there's not going to be something more long-term, at some point, don't you think that you're going to get tired of that?
Not if it's good.
And even if you do, you already come to that understanding that it's going to end. Remember, that's what you were doing the casual thing for.
But I think that's again back to the being in a powerful place. If the relationship changes or your needs change, then you make a different decision. You make a different decision. If you need more or need less, you make a different decision.
That's real, right? That, so that for some ladies that were watching, or fellas, right, because they can decide to be the weekend guy, I guess, huh?
Yes.
With what you're saying.
One time for chocolate, bar candy in the building.
I think that's the whole point. Make sure that you don't stay too long. I think that's where my concern was, because a lot of times when we use the word desperation, that's how we began this discussion, is knowing I'm desperate and then knowing that I may want something more. Do we stay too long, right?
Stay too long is, again, it always, my point is always knowing you. Right. You have to know yourself. You have to know where you are, what your needs are, and know what you want in that engagement.
And once you know,
you don't get that anymore, or you've gotten what you wanted,
right?
You have to also be empowered to say,
right,
love you, mean it.
Okay. Okay. 10-4 on that. I feel better now. Thank you.
That always comes right in there. Right
for that. Thank you.
My thing with male-female relationships,
right,
especially for the women, is I tell them all, do who you want to do, not who wants to do you. Like every man that you meet, it doesn't matter. He could be fine. He could be gorgeous. Everybody doesn't make you moist.
Deserve it. And
no, it's not about
everybody. Hashtag. Everybody
man,
does not make you
moist.
That's
not actually how it goes, but I'm gonna do this like we on TV. That's not how I usually say it. But yeah, every man that you meet, or for the guys, every woman that they meet, and she could be beautiful. Yeah. Right. Everybody is not gonna give rise to
that occasion.
His interest, pique his interest, and every man that we encounter is not going to make us moist, no matter how beautiful or it's energy. Right. But ladies, do who you want to do, not who.
Tell that camera right there.
Do who
you want to do, not who wants to do you. Woo!
Insecurity will have you doing a bunch of brothers.
Okay.
That you don't want, but they want you, and your insecurity ends up having you laying too long.
Right. But I think if you're going to take on that role, you also have to stay in your lane. Don't try to make a casual relationship into a relationship, because you're going to get rejected. You have to know to stay in your lane. Don't be calling too much. Don't be just randomly showing up.
And this goes for the guys as well. Thank you for your services.
Exactly.
Good night.
That's why I didn't give it a gender.
Drive through.
You know, that's really interesting that you mentioned that. I think what we always forget is the ground rules. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe we're too embarrassed, maybe you don't feel comfortable, or it's just so good that you don't want to really lay those rules down, and then get in our feelings when you call and they don't answer your phone.
Right.
You know,
right.
Or they invite you over and you say, sorry, not tonight. You know, the ground rules at the beginning is so important versus waiting until your feelings get hurt.
Exactly.
Right. Well, you know, the serial dater here on the panel, Miss Anne Marie Sorrell, who actually wrote the book, Confessions of a Serial Dater, would you concur with that? That, right, you don't have to take every dog stray that shows up in your yard.
No, I think you as a woman, a liberated woman, an emancipated woman, whatever you want to call it, should date on your own terms. It's your terms. It's who you want, when you want, and how you want. And you can't let society or your friends or your family dictate what you want and how you should run your love life. So I agree that if you want to be the weekend, be the weekend. Right. If you want to be the weekday, be the weekday. If you want to be 7 days a week, be 7 days a week. Don't let anyone tell you what's right or wrong. It's what's right for you. We all go through different phases in our life, and I've learned that I'm at different points in my life where I want different things. And so whatever I want at that time, that's what I'm going to go get. So dating on your own terms is what I agree with.
Aspire to.
I agree.
I think also with that ground rules, and then what you're saying, a lot of women, and I can't even really blame it on age, don't know who they are enough to be like, nah, I can't. There's some friends that you have that like, no, boo, you can't be the weekend. Like, you can't go to that party with us because we plan on wilding. Like, you're not that chick.
Right.
And be okay with that, even if your homegirl is that chick.
Right.
They're like, oh, birds of a feather flock together. That's not
so
true.
much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one friend that'll do anything for a Pepsi, and the other one who is like celibate till she's 45. Like, you know
Did she say
like,
a Pepsi?
Yes, I did. I'll tell you that story later. Moving on. I was like, really? A Pepsi, boo? That's what we... Okay.
Girl, right, and it wasn't in college.
It was
That's
in
a whole
Mexico.
other story.
It was in Mexico.
It was okay.
You know, you can't just get the Pepsi from the store. You have to go to the store.
And get a Pepsi. Okay. Yeah. In Mexico. Speaking of Mexico, there is a lot, sidebar. There is the Lux Jazz Fest. It's the first year. It's coming up in Cabo, Mexico, in, I think, 6 months. We have got to go.
Are they trying to be like the jazz festival of old that was in Mexico?
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Well, yeah, and I met, used to be Nancy Wilson's musical director. and he is putting the whole thing together. He's putting together a really, really
with
good
actual jazz.
With actual jazz.
Oh.
Actual jazz. You know what I'm saying? But wait a minute. But shouts out, I will say, to Miami Gardens, the Jazz in the Gardens this year. They really came through with the lineup. Anita Baker. The lineup is finally adult and the bomb. Why are you making that face, Ingrid B? She passed that mic. Okay, but wait.
Head down. Invisible.
Okay, so listen. Coming up, oh, wait, okay, shots. Wait. All right, girls, let's go. Shots. Everybody, you have one. What are you doing, Tasha? Dr. Tasha, pick up that shot.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, it did. All right.
One night. This is not me.
Sex therapist Jen, if you don't pick up that shot.
Squeeze this in there.
Listen, Phil Michaels called and told us we had a 2-drink minimum. This does not count as a full drink, Phil. So we got one and we got one more to go. All right, yes. Okay, here's to what did you say? Everyone does not make you moist. What was it?
Wait.
Everyone that shows up doesn't make you moist?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Like, you just have me baffled right now.
Here's to moisture.
Yes, here's
moisture.
Staying moist.
To moisture.
Doing who you want to do.
There you go.
Doing who you want to do.
Oh, my God.
Lot of mercy.
Right. Doing who you want to do, not who wants to do you. Okay, we're going to take like a 3-second break. Coming up, it is the first ever Hot 105 High Five. We're going to honor an unsung hero in our community who's doing really, really great things. You know, a lot of times those that are just quietly doing the good stuff don't get rewarded, but we are doing it right here. So go get a drink and come right back. This is Cocktails with Jill. Woo! Okay. It's like second. Oh, Governor Cox. but they're doing really great things quietly in the community, and we want to honor them. So our very first, oh, thanks. I was like, why all of a sudden am I amplified?
And we're live. Cut 1, 2, do it again.
You know, Tierra's tequila.
Yes.
So I want to honor some people in our community with the High Five Award here at Hot 105, who may not always get the allocates that they deserve, but we want to make sure that they know that we appreciate everything that they do in our community. So if I could have Javid come up on stage, please. Now, the other part of Javid is exiled outside because she is allergic to shrimp. Come over here. She has a really bad shellfish allergy. So somebody should please get a picture of her outside the glass because she can't come in. She really will get sick. But I want to give our very first Hot 105 High Five Award to the fabulous girls who rock! Okay, so this is their award. This is yours. Thank you. And this is for and I'll read it for you. It says a certificate of recognition. This award is presented to honor your achievements as the heart and soul of the fabulous girls who rock. Fabulous Girls Rock represents a movement of women who empower, encourage, motivate, and inspire each other to live each moment fully and honestly, celebrating life's journey. We thank you. Thank you so much for being a powerful, motivating voice, changing the culture of women supporting women. Yeah. Yes, right. And so she's like the girl in the bubble right now. No, shouldn't. Wait. You got to get a picture. Greg is like, where are you going? Okay, so. Yay, thank you. We love you. Give it up. Fabulous Girls Who Rock. You can follow them on Instagram. You can follow them on Facebook. But they do really just selflessly do a lot of really great things in the community. And so I thank you. And we love you and we appreciate all that you do. Okay, so come on back up, Anne-Marie Sorrell. So listen, I was remiss in introducing everybody. We just, ladies, cocktails, shrimp, it happens. So let me introduce everybody to you, all the way to the end of the sofa. It's Dr. Michelle Powell. Dr. Michelle is the owner of Powell Health Solutions. She is, how you hear about Chin and Molina? Okay, so Powell Health Solutions is going to be in that category now. It is a one-stop shop for all of your health needs. You just added dentistry, and optometry, and a pharmacy. You need a mic. So where are you located and people can reach out to Powell Health Solutions?
We're located at 16400 Northwest 2nd Avenue in Miami, Florida, at 33169. We're right across from Jackson North Hospital off 2nd Avenue. You can find us at www.phsflorida.com. And
one of the things, I think you've probably heard me mention it on the air before, is that the first time I walked into Powell Health Solutions, and like everybody that worked there was black, I was like, oh my God. I just loved it because it's not every day that you walk into particularly a professional health administration or a hospital or anything to that effect, and everybody is African American. And I just was so enamored with what you're doing. She is she's not only is she celebrating those who are like her, but bringing up others behind her. So thank you. I love that.
Jill. Appreciate you having me on. Thank
yes.
You. We're having fun tonight, and the solution is what we're all about at PHS. So
yes.
I look forward to working with you more.
Yes, indeed. And next to her, back in the MIA.
The worst.
I'm so glad she's back. I just got to make a little dance to it. So,
somebody should throw a party because y'all are way too excited.
We're way too happy. So Ingrid B. really has created the entire, really, along with funk jazz, because I do love him as well, really created atmosphere, a community for those who are like really into neo soul and that kind of new wave of R&B life. And Ingrid really single-handedly held up the flag and the torch for that for a really long time. And then she abandoned us, and her daughter, Michelle, held it down while she went to Atlanta. Abandoned.
Strong word.
Just left.
Jesus.
She went to Atlanta because she, grass is greener, ice is colder. She found out quickly that was not true, and she came back. Hey, girl, hey.
There's been a lot of salt in these cocktails tonight. I don't know what
We're
is
just
going
so glad
on.
that you are back. Ingrid B. in the building. You hear her quite regularly on Hot Talk. She is sex therapist Jen. Yes, just let it sit there for a minute. Jen is probably, I don't know, we met.
Through DM, through Instagram. I sent you a DM.
She sent me a DM, and I was just like, oh, cool. And so we started hanging out, and she is like the best. You've heard her on the show, and she has a wonderful fellatio class coming up in January. And you are all invited. Where can they sign up for your class?
They can follow me on Instagram at Sex Therapist Jen, or they can find the What That Mouth Do on Eventbrite, where tickets are available. The workshop will be on January 13th.
Look at Ingrid. She's like, what that mouth do? What that mouth do?
What that mouth do? I'm out here just
we're all
trying to
adults.
save relationships and educate women. That's all.
There you go. Thank you. And next, Dr. Tasha is the creator of Drive-By Therapy. So when you don't have all day or 6 months to get to the issue, call Dr. Tasha.
Oh, we get to the
You
core
can sit
quickly.
to her. You can sit with Dr. Tasha for a half hour, and she will analyze your whole life, print it out, and tell you how to fix it. Welcome, Dr. Tasha.
Thank you. Thank you.
So glad to have you. And to my left is Anne-Marie Sarel. Anne-Marie is the president of Mosaic Group, which is an advertising, marketing, and PR company here in South Florida. You're based in West Palm Beach.
Yes, we have offices in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, however.
And she is also the author of Confessions of a Serial Dater and also the host of the Pajama Juice Jam, which if you caught it, what was it, about 2 or 3 weeks ago on Hot Talk, she came and brought the Pajama Juice Jam to Hot Talk. So welcome, Ms. Anne-Marie.
Thank you for having me.
And in the VIP section back here, as I mentioned, this is a guy, not a man. She makes babies. She is a stylist extraordinaire. She has a company called Design Nation. Yes, and you have a big show, Style, coming up in January.
Struts is the name of the show. So if you look us up, Design Nation Productions, you'll see all the information, but it's going to be something you haven't ever seen before. We're doing it as a drive-in fashion show. So you're actually going to watch the show from your car. We rented out a whole car garage. We got the rooftop, a beautiful view. You're going to love it.
So you got to have drive-by therapy. You got to have Tasha in the show.
Drive-by
therapy.
Drop top. All of that's happening inside your car. So definitely come check us out. Design Nation. Tickets go on sale December 13th. That's on my plug.
There you go. And my dearest, we went to college together. She knows where all the bodies are buried.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes,
now is a insurance
broker. And my new company is Access Life Financial. We're located in Plantation, Florida. Come and check us out and get your life in order.
Get your life. Get your life with Monthea. That's it. There you go. Get your life with Monthea. So where can they reach you on social media?
Yeah, you can reach me at Young Monty Instagram, or you can find me Monthea Young on Facebook.
And we'll put up everybody's Instagram and goodies coming up on the other side. Okay. So do I have your mic? Is that's why it was so.
We want to make her proud.
My voice carries.
We're here for you.
Right, my voice carries a lot. All right, so to close out our show, well, I want to talk about. I want to have another drink. Cheers. Because after all, it is cocktails with Jill. It is not just all talk. Cheers, my dear. Chocolate and Larry Witt, are we is this a repeat of our single ladies? Hopefully by the end of the night we won't be. Okay.
Wow. What number would you like them to call, Jill Tracy?
777-9311. Sakil said we had some questions in the back. Forgive us because we can't really see them up here, but Sakil, you had some questions in the back? Yes, my dear. Okay, while she's, just holler.
Can I acknowledge that since we're drinking single ladies, that I'm having a singles night? Finally,
yes, please.
People are like, oh my God, you have to do this thing. I'm like, why? Like,
so
figure
when
it
is
out
it?
for yourself.
Because we're all single. Is everybody else?
So December 18th at Ginger Bay. I have an event in Atlanta, if anybody's watching from Atlanta, on December 15th at Apache Cafe called Brother to the Night, featuring male poets. So come on out. But in South Florida, Hollywood, we're doing the B-side singles night / holiday party. It's going to be speed dating, but not how people normally do speed dating, because I don't like speed dating. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
But I'm not telling people what they're going to do until they get there. So if there's any men, we got enough women. Y'all can stay
We're
home.
good. We got all the girls.
We always have enough women. So if there's any men who are single and serious about dating, not necessarily entering a relationship, just dating. Like, people need to learn to just date, go out and have a good time. And if he is not the one, he might have a cute cousin. Right. You
exactly.
never know. Or a job for you. Like, he might be a lay date, but just meet people. Sometimes you just need that male energy around you. You know what I'm saying? And just have male friends.
You know what?
Listen, we all trying to get hooked up. Like what's her name?
Oh.
Prince Harry's.
Oh, Meghan Markle.
Meghan.
Can we say amen for Meghan Markle?
And then Kenya got hooked up by Chef Roble. Like, men are hooking their homegirls up. So
wait a minute, who got hooked up with Chef Roble?
Kenya got hooked up by
Kenya
Chef
who?
Moore.
Kenya Moore.
Really?
Really?
He hooked them up.
I don't have any more to say about that.
Nothing, no words.
More to say about Kenya Moore?
I can see the words.
Okay.
I can see them.
Yeah, I'll just leave that one.
I just need to tell my friends, come on, let's do it. Let's do better.
Okay, so Sakil. Oh, okay. So our dearest Sakil along with Twan the Don is responsible for all of the social media, all of the digital content that is being created now. And as you'll see, my show and then the other shows will roll out. You'll probably have Workout with Rick Party. I told him that was a good idea for Rick. I did with Rick, yeah. Okay, Rick, boom, I threw down the gauntlet. Workout with Rick. I don't know what Kiki can do. I don't know. Shopping with Kiki might work. Yoga with Tracy Cloyd, because Tracy Cloyd is a yoga priestess. We can invite Freddie Cruz to cocktails. Yeah. Which I could do my own episode with Freddie Cruz on Cocktails with Jill. And James T. James T. has stopped playing golf, so I don't know if we can do golf with James T. But so there are lots of shows to come. I just had to crack the ice. But where did
She's back there. I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, Sakil.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the question by Lakeisha Hyatt. She said, "Question: Sometimes it starts as just a lay date, but then feelings start to get involved, and us women are emotional creatures. How do we break it off?"
Or do you?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
So my understanding is that you're saying it starts out as a late date, but because your feelings get involved, how do you break it off? If your feelings now become involved and you want more, you need to be very clear. I think one of the things we're not often is clear about what we want. If you want different in the relationship, you need to communicate that with the realization that it may not be reciprocated, and you have to be okay with it not being reciprocated, because you enter the relationship one way and you now wanted to progress into something else, and that means a change of venue per se. And but you really have to be present and aware that you may not get the results you want, and be okay with that.
I saw that face like.
Okay, so yes, in addition to what you just said, right? So that is true. However, ladies, you do not need to tell a man that you like him for him to then want you. A man that wants you, you'll know. Like, that's literally how it works. When one of my girlfriends are like, I wonder if I don't know what he wants from me, or I wonder what he's thinking. Men do not waste time when it comes to communication, non-verbally and verbally. And so if he wants you, you'll know. And if he doesn't, you'll know. You'll know.
Yeah, but she's asking about her feelings, not his feelings. So let's say first night we blame it on the alcohol. Second night, you're just making sure that it was as good as you thought it was without the alcohol. The third time, you both did it on purpose. Like you meant to be there. So my joke is, after 3 times, we are in a relationship. It might not be a monogamous relationship, but we're in a relationship. I demand a certain amount of respect. Please don't do anything past the Dade County line. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, if she's developed, a lot of women try to do the I'm just having fun, and they not about that life.
Okay,
they
but
not
what?
about that. Their feelings are very attached to the.
Yeah, say it.
But
just
physiologically, that's it's kind of difficult, right? So you come into us, right? So they can kind of stick it in a hole in the tree. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no attachment, right? But you actually have to come into us to penetrate us. So there's a reason why they get into our insides before we can actually get into theirs, in my mind.
Yes, this is all true and spiritual and beautiful. But there are some men on this earth that you just want to lay with. He ain't nothing. He ain't gonna be nothing. You don't want no children with him. There's no future. We ain't getting married. I don't necessarily even want to go out in public with you. But thank you for your services. Good night. There are some men that you are going to experience like that in life.
But shouldn't we be more cognizant of that and be able to walk away from that? Because, that's like, yes, I would love to eat a whole pie cake, but that would not be a good idea for me. I would have, that sugar rush headache.
But it's back to what she said. If you do start developing feelings, not for the guy that's just like, I don't even want to go out with you in public. This is just sex. But if you do start developing, wait a minute, stop
right there. Why do we do that?
Do what?
That guy that you just have for sex and you don't want to be in public with them. You said it because that's a real thing. Everybody has had that dude that you would not take to meet your friends.
That's because
But he can call you at 2 a.m. What you doing?
Jill, good dick is hard to find. So if it's good dick and you'd rather just have that and not have to take him out somewhere, that's just what you might want to do. If sometimes you don't get everything in one person.
Are we decreasing who? Am I telling too much?
I'm sorry. You also were the one who said you wanted a man twice a month to be a husband.
This is what I'm saying.
So I'm just.
I don't want to get bored. I don't want to get bored.
There's a poet named Blondie.
I don't want to wake up and be like,
Blondie.
you're still here.
Jill, there's a poet named Blondie from Miami, and she has a line in one of her poems. It says, broke got for days.
Why is that so real?
Because they have nothing to do. What you doing? Nothing. What you doing later? Nothing. I'm just sitting here waiting on you. Thank you for yours. And I'm sure that there's some women out there that men are like, yeah, she ain't doing nothing. That's what she's good for, but we're not marrying her. And granted, you might miss the love of your life just using him for sex. Blah, 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 blah. Communicate. If you start liking him, tell him. That's one thing I learned in my 20s. I don't do what ifs. If he don't love me back, cool.
Come on, Jack.
But what I'm not going to do, what I'm not going to do is leave a situation not saying what I needed to say, and then, well, what if I would have told him? And no, yeah, just I like you. Do you like me? Check yes or no.
I think it goes back.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, I think it goes back to the question at hand was simply I've gotten feelings. I started one way. I have feelings now. It's not what I started this relationship with. And it goes back to centering yourself in the power. The power is, I made a decision to do this. I've changed my feelings, so I want to change the relationship. Do you want to change with me? You do? Great, let's move forward. You don't? Then I now get to make another decision. Stay for the lay or leave and seek something else. You still can stay for the lay, but be cognizant that you're not getting more. And what women have done, though, is stay for the lay, wanting more, thinking they can change somebody into something that they're already not.
Ooh. Serial dater affirmation. Change no one.
Sex. Serial dating, serial relationship, serial marriage, serial everything.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a great place to jump off of that because we have few minutes left. But we have talked about a lot recently that the future is female. Yes. And Michelle 2020. Which a lot of us listen, everybody in this room, if Michelle Obama ran for president in 2020, she would win. Amen.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Because listen, people think I was joking when I said, the only thing that can come behind this is a black woman. That's right. Because is this messed up? Who do you call but a black woman? Lord have mercy. Thank you very much.
You've been watching too much Scandal. You've been watching too much Scandal.
Definitely a woman, but most certainly a black woman. But I mean, if you think about it.
That's historical right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Country.
That's exactly what I'm saying. When it hits the fan, I mean, and if you look at a lot of major companies, Beatrice is one that comes to mind. If you look at them when it hits the fan, they will put a black person in that space in order to fix it. You'll make a half of what whoever had it before does, but that's honestly the only thing that can come behind. Suzanne McDowell, shouts out to you because she is on Michelle 2020 altogether. But with the idea that the future is female, the moment that we're in right now, with like literally every day, somebody from politics or music or Hollywood or somebody is coming down for sexual harassment. I want to know what you all think the outcome will be. Will this be an uprising for women, or is this going to be a step back from women? I was at a dinner party, and two very well-known men were talking about how they just will not hire no women to ride with them to avoid the controversy, and I had not even expected to hear that kind of feedback. So that's, closing out tonight. I want you all to talk about that.
I think we really need to start being careful with the word sexual harassment and really understand what it is. Like somebody posted posted a meme with Flavor Flav hollering at you with one line and Idris Elba using the same line to holler at you. Which one? But you calling the Flavor Flav one sexual harassment. Like, we have to be really very careful with the words that we use and what we call things. The other thing is, so that would be the crying wolf situation. The other thing is, when are men going to start being, well, like, she hired me and came on to me. Like, it can backfire. It can So I just think we need to be really careful and not be so. I'm sorry. When I walk down the street, I want to put a little pep in my step. Holler. Don't even holler. Just give a compliment and keep it moving. Type like, girl, you look good tonight. Yes, that's why I put on them 7-inch heels. For some man to tell me, yes, babe, you fine. That's it. Listen. It is what it is.
Jill, I
appreciate that.
I think one of the things we always have to remember, and in this environment that we're in right now, the one thing I want women to understand, we cannot, just as black women, stop writing our own story. I'm looking and reading the papers and watching the news, and I'm not seeing us tell the story. And we have to tell the story. We have to tell what happened. We have to say what went down. When they start telling our story, again, they govern and tell the outcome. We have to say what happened and when it happens. And that goes way back to teaching our young girls and boys what to do when things happen. Just as we prepare them for the stop by the police, we should be preparing them for the coroner pull you in the bathroom or touch you under the table or maybe accost you in the room or threaten you that if you don't do me favors, that this is going to happen. We have to tell our story, and we have to empower our boys and girls to tell their story.
Go ahead, Ann.
Well, so some of the things that kind of baffle me with some of these allegations, and please don't think women that I don't think that any of this is true, because I do think it's true. I think that if we have the power, that we have to also be mindful of places and situations that men put us in or we allow them to put us in. I should not be meeting with you at your hotel room. I should not be. There's certain things that as a woman, as a businesswoman, I have to draw the line somewhere as well. And I don't need to wait 10, 20, or not even 3 months to tell what happened. If we have the power as women, we need to exercise that power. And I think this Me Too campaign has given us the power. And now we need to formulate how we're going to exercise this power moving forward and to make sure that we're never in any compromising situations. And we can say no from the get-go. And like, no, you're not going to put me in a compromising situation. Why do I need to be here just to get a push in my career or to get a contract or to get whatever it is? I am capable. I am valuable. This is my work. This is what I'm worth. And I don't need to go there to get what I need to get done. So I think we need to use that power and exercise that power moving forward and teach other women how to do that.
Yeah. I agree. I think, I was very fortunate. I was raised by a mother who was a hiring supervisor. So when I went to the workforce, she talked to me about what sexual harassment was, and that for the minute that I thought in my gut that something was going on, she told me to document it. She still tells me that to this day. Document, and make sure I report it to HR so that if I do have to report something, it's not all of a sudden. I got documentation. I got emails. I have incidents that have happened that help back me up. I think that people wait a little long to report because you have to always think that this could be happening to somebody else, or this could have been prevented from helping from this happening to somebody else. So I think it's really important to just be able to document and go to your HR department. If you don't feel comfortable with your HR, then you find the next person who you do feel comfortable talking to, because I think that's really important.
But we have to look at the stories in context. So most of the stories that we're hearing are DC, political, and entertainment industry.
Casting
There's
couch.
no HR. There's you about to get blackballed. Yes. So male and female, there's some things. It's you get invited to the party, then you get invited to the next party, and then there's a third party within that second party that if you get invited to, your career is about to take off, but you might have to do some things. You know what I'm saying? So we have to take these things into context. And even with your verbiage just now, you're like, we have to own our power and not let the men put us in situations that we feel compromised. We have to not allow ourselves to be in. Now, I can meet you in the lobby. It's 12 o'clock. Why are we having this conversation now? But if you were in the entertainment industry, 2 o'clock in the morning in the lobby is not, like, time is not relevant. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just knowing yourself, how you carry yourself. And a lot of things, again, happen to us and with us because we walk with insecurity.
I agree, but how do we end up in a room?
Because, listen, I posted on Facebook this week. I was like, you can wear 1/4 cloth or 3/4 cloth. If you walk with insecurity, they smell it. That's right. And they prey on it. So we gotta, the blame game is hard because there's responsibility in everybody. Trust and believe if I'm in the room at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's probably on purpose. But that's me. The insecure little girl that's trying to climb up or do whatever has somebody told her that the power was in her. Remember? So we have language that we just see, oh, the power is in the da-da-da-da. Okay, clearly not. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be just really careful of our language and how we move and how we do things, and then quick to be on some, well, yeah, that's sexual harassment and da-da-da. Sis, you done slept your way through the whole basketball team.
Right.
Now you crying foul? Nah. That's not how this works.
So wait, I just want to address something even on a style tip, because you come in and you want to be addressed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fair game if it's media and that's the entertainment world. So what? If you understand the power of your vagina, you're going to go in there, you're going to stunt, you're going to make sure they want it, but understand the V, right? Vagina. So the thing is, if you understand your power, you can address it the way you want to address it. You can dress it up how you want to dress it up, but understand you got the power. So it's like it's really up to you on how you want to do it.
What does your vagina have to do with your business meeting?
No, but I'm just saying
its power is not relevant.
You can either flaunt it and you're either like using it as your own teaser, because I think women have the power to say what you want to use.
But then if they respond, then we want to, because the next person watching it trying to do the same thing might get a different reaction. So we just have to be very careful what things we put on men.
I think.
Well, we gotta wrap. We are like, I know we should have started with that.
One of the things.
But listen, that's the beauty of this, is that this conversation is to be continued, because that is a very good point. That is a beautiful point, and that is where we find ourselves, because what the power is in the P, for sure, because we bring life into the world. Okay, we are the only creatures on this planet who can give life, so there's power there. Yes. However, how do you, and when you're using it, and you know you're using it, but then you get caught up, then you can't come back and say, oh, well, he did this, that, and that. But you knew when you walked in there in them 6-inch heels and that 2-inch dress, you were using your power and not for good. We're going to talk about that one on the next one. Thank you, that part. Listen, thank you all so much for sharing this hour with us. I am Jill Tracy. This is Cocktails with Jill. Love you, mean it. Woo! We'll see you at 11 on Hot Talk.